have a wireless Qi charger if you want to get off your desk and make your desk a little bit neater. Let's see what we can do about that.
What you printing?
So some of you may remember a couple of episodes ago I printed off this little measuring thing for curves, and I showed holding it up against this. The whole reason why I needed this was so I could make a mount for this to the wall, so I could put my phone on and keep it off my desk. So I fired up Onshape and made this. It's quite a simple little design. So if we go back to the top, it starts off as a simple sketch, which is just this, which is a series of boxes which I cut together, made measurements to make it a 5mm depths all around, and then did a fillet here to be the same size as the radius of the curve that's on the bottom here, and same with the other side. So we got curve there, and then I made this one to be close enough to being the same. So that was a sketch, and then from there we extruded that out to depths of 25mm. Now the reason why I choose 25mm for this print and quite a few of my other prints is because that happens to be the width of the double-sided tape which I like to use, so you can stick things to the wall without having to screw mount. So that's the reason why it's that depth. So then we've got the extrusion. It's starting to look a little bit closer to what we see at the end. And then I do another sketch, which is on the end of the print, and put two little holes in here, or sketches outright screwed with two little holes. Now these are so that I can put screws in if I want. The reason why I put these sort of things on here is I've had some prints where I haven't done that, done tape, found out it was a little bit heavy, and it's pulled itself off the wall. And then I've had to put the holes in afterwards and do another print again. And so I'd rather have the holes there and not need them than having to print it again afterwards. So after we got the holes on there, we then got it mostly done, and then we just add a couple of nice little fillets. So here at the front to get rid of that sharp edge, and some smaller fillets just to curve around in there, and down there. And there wasn't really enough room to fill it into there without worrying about the hole there, so I didn't do that one. Also, that's underneath where it won't be seen by anybody. So that was that one, and we'll have a look at a time lapse and come back in a second. Okay, so this is what we ended up with. Nice little print. Device fits on it quite well and perfectly. The only problem was, seeing as this is really, really light, is you put the phone down and it would shuffle this around, and it would eventually shuffle around enough that it'd like do that, fall off one end or the other end, because there's two of them. So I decided I had to make a modification to the print, and so let's have a look at that. Okay, so here's the one I modified. As you can see, it looks a little bit odd, but basically there's actually two of them here. I haven't really figured out how to move them apart afterwards. They are two separate parts, left and right. It's just they're mirrored straight and center, so I don't have to draw it twice, and didn't have to do it in Cura afterwards. So there was actually two parts, so I put up the Thingiverse with two parts for people to use. So all I added in was this other sketch, which was off the bottom, which is a simple same shape as at the end of the thing. So just two rectangles, filleted it out, and then extruded it. Now I extruded it a little bit different. I extruded it twice, and once starting off further down, so it's down here, so it only starts at this point and ends at this point, and then a second extrusion of the same sketch down the other end. Now the reason why the gap in the middle is that way the USB cable that's on the end can fit in that hole, and that way, the reason why it's done on both ends with the hole for the USB is just in case for some reason where you're sticking it is different to mine, you want the cable facing the other way. I've actually got a work phone and a personal phone, and so that way I can get around to doing the second one up, putting it up there, and both my work phone and my personal phone can be up charging out of the road. So we'll have a look at the time lapse of that one. And we end up with this, which now that will fit in nicely, holds it in so it can't go sideways. Other one at the other end, can't go sideways. Basically, unless it comes upwards it can't come out, which means this is nice and rock solid again, which means it's basically a shelf I can put my phone on and it will charge. So I'm going to put it up on Thingiverse. The link will be down below. It is for a wireless charger. The model of this supposedly is an MC-02A. I bought 2 of these, and then I bought another 2 from another reseller because the person who sold me these ones didn't have them anymore, and the other ones are slightly different. They're the same size, but they don't seem to work quite as well, and there's a rubber ring on the surface actually. I'll just grab that. Sorry about that. As you can see, rubber ring doesn't seem to work quite as well. Both supposedly are the same. Both supposedly are the same model, but they're clearly different. So, joys of buying from China. But yeah, so that's them. I'll put a screenshot up on front of me in a second with the shelf in place, just so you can see what it looks like. And as I said before, the link will be down below to Thingiverse if you want to print it up, if you've got the same things, or just have a look at it and go from there. Okay, so see you next week, and watch your printing. Guys, hope you liked the video. If you did, please like it. If you want, subscribe. There'll be another one coming next Monday. If you don't like it, dislike it on the YouTube. Tell me why in the comments. Always helpful to improve. And there's more videos there if you want to have a look. And see you next week.